I never got to play Mario 3D World on the Wii U, because I never had a Wii U. So, I decided to check it out on the Switch port and see what it was all about. So let's get right into it. Yo, what's up everyone? This is BP Bradley and welcome back to another video. Today, we're visiting Super Mario 3D World, one of the more underrated Mario titles in my opinion. Like I said, I completely missed the Wii U era, so I missed out on this game. Well, now that we have a Switch port, let's do an entire review of this game, split into two parts. Of course, the first part will be a review of this game and my thoughts on it, and the second part will cover the same on the DLC Bowser's Fury. Without any more messing around, let's get right into it. Real quick, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you do enjoy, as these videos are not easy to make. Thank you! Super Mario 3D World has a bit of a different story than the other games, which I applaud. Instead of kidnapping Peach, Bowser has opted to take these fairy things called Sprixies for some reason. The story is fine. Once again, it's a Mario game, so I don't expect too much. The stories are just there to connect the dots, and that's about it. And it works. So yeah. Bowser kidnaps some Sprixies, and Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad all get transported away from the Mushroom Kingdom and into the Sprixie Kingdom, where they begin the journey to save them. The only thing that would make this game more basic is that if you gave Mario a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. Anyways, I enjoy the story for what it's worth. It's nice to see Peach get a break from being kidnapped for the first time in a hot minute. So in case you didn't know, this 2013 Wii U game was ported to the Switch in 2021, and honestly it looks amazing. This game was Nintendo's 6th go-around with 3D Mario, and was actually the sequel to Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. This was a return to more straightforward Mario levels in which you go from point A to point B to succeed. It's not a bad thing, but it's definitely a switch up from Mario 64 in the Galaxy games. This game is pretty much an exact remake of 2D Mario levels thrown into 3D, and it works almost perfectly. Another thing I like about this Switch version is that it actually adds new content, aka Bowser's Fury. Nintendo knows they didn't have to do that, but they did anyways, so that was pretty cool. Add Galaxy 2 to 3D All-Stars now or we riot. Super Mario 3D World was a critical success. It was praised for its great level design, graphics and presentation, music, and replayability, all of those in which I agree with a lot. For the Wii U, this game was the second highest selling game on the console and sold 5.88 million units total. And as of September 2021, this game had sold over 7.88 million copies on the Switch version. So combined, this game has sold over 13 million copies. For the Switch version, this game received an 89 on Metacritic and overall was rated high by fans. Surprisingly, IGN only has the Switch version at a 7 out of 10 good rating. Okay, but that's IGN, nobody cares. So, there are a ton of great things about 3D World, but why don't we jump into where this game really shines? Or stars, I guess. So as I said, 3D World breaks the mold and follows the same gameplay style as 3D Land, a hybrid between the 3D Marios and the 2D Mario levels. It's a smooth style of gameplay and I enjoy it heavily. I really have no issues with it, while I may prefer the more open-esque levels of Galaxy 2, and of course the very open levels of Odyssey. I absolutely adore 3D World's presentation and gameplay. This game sees a return of all of the classic Mario moveset. The jump, wall jump, long jump, roll, and more make a return. They all fit seamlessly into the game's level design. It just combined moves you'd see in Galaxy with a literal 3D adaptation of Super Mario World. It's great. While this game does follow the linear path of level design, I don't mind it at all. I mean, it's to be expected. Mario at its core was always 2D linear platforming until 64 came out. Anyways, the gameplay is super smooth, it works for the level design, and they often complement each other. I personally think that this style of gameplay works exactly for what they were going for. Now this is one of my absolute favorite parts of this game. You can play as 4 different characters in this game: Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad. This is the lineup we saw way back in Super Mario Bros. 2. Don't say it was a reskin of Doki Doki Panic. Don't say it. And they all work as good as ever. Mario is your sort of all-around character with balanced jumps, speed, and control. Luigi is more of a powerhouse with a much higher jump, which sacrifices how good he controls. Peach is slower but gains the ability to float for a short time, letting you gain access to other areas with ease. Toad is super fast, but like Luigi, this makes him slightly harder to control. All 4 characters play amazing in my opinion, as the good outweighs the bad. During my playthrough, I just tried to switch back and and forth every single level between new characters. Eventually, I decided that Peach was my favorite to use, as that glide ability was just way too good to pass up. Surprisingly, Luigi was my least favorite to play as, which sucks because I usually love playing as Luigi, especially in Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. But in this one, he's a little too slippery for my taste. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I definitely remember seeing so many commercials for this game back in the day. I personally never cared too much because I didn't have a Wii U. That's right, I was an epic gamer who upgraded to the Xbox One instead. Okay, but to be fair, the Xbox One is an amazing console, and I will accept no slander. But anyways, yeah, I didn't have a Wii U, so I never got to check this game out. And the thing I would always remember about the commercials for this game was the cat suit. I would always see this thing, and I always just thought it looked stupid. Which, it may kind of look stupid, but that's beside the point. Its performance is amazing. The cat suit allows you to climb, scratch, and pounce onto enemies. It's actually pretty funny to watch because it's just so out of the ordinary. I love it, and it's a fantastic part of this game's power-ups. The boomerang flower sees you turning into a literal boomerang bro. It's kind of horrifying to think of, but luckily you're only putting on the suit, so that's awesome. Otherwise, you throw a boomerang. That's it. The Tanuki suit makes its return, and it's as fun as ever. The Super Leaf allows you to glide from areas with ease. This combined with Peach's glide is extremely overpowered, but you didn't hear that from me. Okay, but seriously, this game has a ton of power-ups. The Mega Mushroom lets you destroy literally everything. It's so fun to do it with Toad because Massive Toad equals good. The Superstar, you know what this does. The Super Mushroom, you know what this does. The Fire Flower, you know what this does. The Double Cherry is easily the most unique power-up in this game. When you grab this, instantly a copy of your character spawns for you to control. It is so wacky, but it's so much fun. It can be pretty chaotic watching 4 to 5 of your characters at a time. There's also a Lucky Bell, which is the Super Bell, but also allows you to turn into a statue that spits out coins. Being honest, I never knew what this did when I played throughout the game. I just thought it was just the cat suit, but it looked different. There was also the Cannon Box, which allows you to shoot cannons from your head. That can't be healthy, I'm not gonna lie. As well as the Propeller Box, which basically acts as the propeller suit and allows Mario to fly up. Also, the Karibo Skate, which just allows you to skate at high speeds on ice. And finally, the Goomba suit allows you to go unnoticed by Goombas. Being honest, I didn't find this one time in my entire playthrough. Wait, what do you mean there's another power-up? Oh wait, oh no, I know what it is. The Invincibility Leaf. This is one of the most stupid and ridiculously broken power-ups in any video game of all time. Literally, you gain the abilities of the Tanuki Leaf while being completely invincible to all attacks. This thing shows up when you're bad at the game like me and you die like 5 times. So the game's like, hey, don't stop playing, here, take this and destroy everything. Which you do. Nothing stands in your way as you one-shot everything you touch, essentially turning Mario and his friends into mass murderers at this point. So that's about it for the power-ups and other stuff. Let's get into this game's map. As I stated earlier, this game doesn't take place in the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and his friends go into a clear pipe which sends them to the Sprixie Kingdom, home of the Sprixie Fairies. Surprising, right? Anyways, yeah, so from there it's pretty much just play the game like any other Mario game. Level to level, world to world, boss fights, and boom! Bowser. There are plenty of things to do in this game's map. For example, you'll see the Toad houses return, and you have the chance to get pretty good items. You'll see enemies walk around the map in which you have to defeat to pass. Also, you'll see the Captain Toad minigame that you can play. You may recognize these as similar to the game Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. This is where that game originated. People loved these levels so much that Nintendo made a whole game out of them. Hey, I love them too. The map sees you traveling through 8 worlds with 4 unlockable bonus worlds. Each world sees you going through clear pipes to go to different areas unlocked after beating each world's final boss. Overall, the worlds are really great and I love the themes of them. Not to mention how fire the song is in World Bowser. So, after Mario and friends traverse through several worlds, pipes, bosses, and more, we finally reach the final Bowser boss. However, this time Bowser gets a power-up of his own. He takes one of these super bells and becomes Meowser. Kinda cringe, I know. But he's basically a tiger form of himself. It's an interesting take on Bowser, and can be taken very out of context, thank you Twitter. Anyways, the fight is pretty cool. You climb this building, avoiding several of Meowser's attacks from multiple copies of him. Once you reach the top, you defeat Meowser and have saved the Sprixie Kingdom. Bowser fails once again. Wow, huge surprise, right? So, once you beat the game, you unlock a new world to travel to. This is known as World Star. Continuing through this world sees you unlocking 3 more worlds, including World Mushroom, Flower, and Crown. It's great to see some post-game content, and overall, these worlds provide for more of a challenge than the basic worlds. So, this game's main collectibles come in 2 forms, the Green Star and the Stamp. Green Stars are found in bundles of 3 in every single level. You may have to do some difficult platforming, have a certain character or power-up, or complete a puzzle to find them, as they can be quite hidden in some places. The Green Stars can also be found within the enemy fights on the map, as well as the Captain Toad minigames, as well as the Green Star Challenge houses. The Green Star's main function is to allow you to go to new areas, as some are locked behind a certain number of Green Stars. Overall, they're a cool collectible and they feel nice and worth it to collect. The other main collectible is the Stamp. The Stamp is found in every level, hidden in often difficult places to find. This collectible is rarer and meant to be worth more than the Green Star. This stamp was actually a staple within Wii U games, which I kind of find pretty cool. These stamps can also be found within Sprixie houses, in which you just kind of walk in and there's just one there. It's kind of funny just to be handed it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Super Mario 3D World does exactly what it set out to do. It's a blend of 2D and 3D Mario bundled into one game, and I think it works perfectly. This port on the Switch was my first go-around with 3D World since I missed the Wii U and 3DS era, and I have to say, I enjoyed it a lot. It's just harmless, fun entertainment for everyone, especially if you hop into the multiplayer mode, which I didn't. You can have fun with up to 4 people, and it's gotta be pretty chaotic. This game definitely deserved a port to the Switch, and I would say it's still worth the $60, especially due to the replayability, included DLC, and plenty of post-game content. This is a great Mario game in my opinion, as it fulfilled exactly what it planned on doing. What are your thoughts on Super Mario 3D World? Have you tried it out? Where do you rank it with the other Mario games? Comment that down below. Also, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more gaming content just like this. This has been your boy BP Bradley, and I am out.